as governor, and so we're concerned about Washington D.C.'s efforts to end this program. And there's just, and I came from a small town. I've lived in small towns in Wisconsin, and this is one of the few programs that is for you. and so we are, lots of things are needed in small villages, small cities, townships, you name it, all across the state of Wisconsin. There's needs, and this project helps solve some of those needs. And you think about this project itself, just from what I know, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. But it's an important project, and to have it be turned over to the essentially the taxpayers in Gillett to pay for it, that's a problem. And so I'm just telling you that I'm glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here and talk to people about what this project means to you. But I also need to kind of gather that information, because we're going to have to fight for this going forward. I think we have another year, and then the president's efforts, he's not a fan of this project, and so we're going to do whatever we can to keep it. And I think we can. I don't care if the legislators in Wisconsin are Democrat or Republican. They support this program, and for good reason. And so to me, it's one of those things we have to be prepared. I mean, I'm real happy to hear about what's happening now today in Gillett, but or will be happening soon. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that this continues, because there we have a lot of small villages, towns, townships in Wisconsin. They're doing the best they can with limited resources. We can't take away one of the most important ones right here. So
great.
With that,
all right, why don't we start over here, gentleman in the green, maybe with introductions, and we'll just go around the table. So
Art Barr, I'm with MSA Professional Services. We're the engineering firm, and we also wrote the grant. We'll be administering the grant.
Awesome.
So we do a lot of other services for the village here, for the city here, and just enjoy working with them, and we're really happy to be able to see this project come up.
we always talk about grant writing as a superpower, and so thank you so much. We need to build grant writing capability across the state, because it's so important, especially in these competitive
What you were
ones.
saying too, Governor, is since 1977, MSA has assisted communities in getting over $120 million through the CDBG program.
yeah.
So that, and that, like you say, that's all gone to our low to moderate income communities,
Right.
and there's no other place to replace this program.
Right.
So
Exactly.
we appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Matt Wickman, I'm the new utility, water and utility operator, taking over for the retiring Ron, which he had a lot more to do with these posters you see over here, so.
That's great.
Great.
Ron Anderson, retired utility operator, training. Been doing this over 20 years, and started the push for a playground, because I think it's something that, in my eyes, that the city could really use to help bring families to the city.
Yeah.
Yes, we are getting to be a veteran community, but there's things that we need in this community to keep the people here.
Yeah.
And to bring people from the outside in. So I think it's a very good thing. I think the grant is just phenomenal, and I hope it really keeps going.
Yeah.
It's something that small communities can use to keep them going.
Yeah.
Right.
That's very,
Very good.
I'm Nanette Moore, and I'm Alderperson Ward 3, and thank you, Governor, for coming. It's an honor for the city of Gillett. And also thank you, Mr. Art Barr, for helping us through this situation, because without his help, it would have took us many years to fundraise to get to
for
this
sure.
point. So I want to thank everybody and all the people around the table that has helped with this, There's lots of work too. But
Yeah.
Art took care of the grant writing and everything, so
great.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
David Bunker, alderperson for Ward 1. This is my first go around at being an alderman, and I didn't have a lot at stake for this project, but I really support it, and I think small communities, it keeps community together.
Yeah,
And
Sure.
I really support it.
thanks.
Great.
Chelsea Anderson, Clerk Treasurer. I've been here since 2010, but in this role for 5. And Ron and I have been thinking and planning about the playground for over 5 years already, so we're very excited to see it finally coming true.
That's
The
great.
visionaries,
Yes.
right? That's wonderful.
I'm John Blaskowski. I'm the mayor for the city of Gillett. I'm in my first term. I'm really excited about this park because Zippel Park is a focal point of the city of Gillett, and we appreciate getting this grant because it's really going to put a good park in to our community, for our kids, for our families. And as mayor, one of the big things that I've talked to numerous people about is continuing to expand Zippel Park for these families so that it's a destination place for them when they're in the city of Gillett.
Cool, good.
Very nice. Thank you,
Super.
Mayor.
Thanks, Mayor.
Great.
I'm Sally Smarzinski. I'm with the state of Wisconsin in the DECR program, which is the Division of Energy, Housing, and Community Resources, and I am the project representative for the Gillett project this year. So I'll be working closely with you guys, making sure that the state of Wisconsin supports you guys as you expend your funds for the park.
Wonderful.
Great.
I'm Jerry Luther. I am the alderman for Ward 2, and I'm also the chairperson for Parks and Cemetery in the city. And I'm very pleased to say that Art and I have worked with Chelsea and everybody else, worked very well together to get the grants going. And we have already, besides this grant, we received one from the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation. And that was for $45,000. And these grants is what it takes for a small community to be able to survive, because you can't afford to put it on a tax roll. People can't afford hardly what they're paying now. So we're very pleased to get this grant and look for the cooperation further down the line with the state and stuff. And we get this grant now to put this park in. We're putting a new highway in this next year, working on some of it this year. It's going to be, when you open that up and have a grand opening, you've got something. I mean, you've got the new highway, you've got the new playground. You're welcoming people to the small community. They don't have to any longer run to Shawano or Green Bay for this type of activity, because we'll have it right here for them. I've been out talking with organizations about fundraising and stuff, and we have somewhere between pledges and what's already given, somewhere close to $100,000 raised besides what is now coming in. And we have other grants that we've applied for. So we look forward to being able, hopefully, to put this all in next year.
Outstanding.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for what you've done to make this possible.
Thank you.
I'm Carrie Hicks, alderperson for Ward 3, new here to City Council. And so, you know, through conversations, I've picked up that they were doing this as a resident for over 40-some years here, as a transplant resident. It's just nice to see this happening. Grandchildren, children, whoever has this place to come and play. And, you know, like Jerry said, not just aesthetically, but the idea of bringing in, hopefully, people from other cities to come in and just play and enjoy the area. I think Gillett needs destination type of locations and places. And so I'm excited to see it all pan out.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
You bet. Thank you.
My name's Kurt Hicks, I'm the other half. Maybe not better, I don't know. But I'm fire chief here. I've been in the fire business for 45 years. I wasn't overly involved in the grant in the respect of all the work that these people did to do this, but I've always been very supportive of it. I used to come, I'm born and raised in Gillett, so I came down to the park and spent a great deal of time as a youngster, just on the swings and the things we did. And my cousin Doug and I were just talking about this, that we used to come down when he would come up to visit, and that was our destination. So I look at what we're doing now and what they're going to be able to do, and to be progressive, and it's such a good thing. We have 7 grandchildren, so again, this is going to be such a nice thing for our city. And again, a credit to all the people that have worked on this, and to the governor for what you've done, and the people. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
I'm Lisa Anderson. I'm Deputy Clerk Treasurer. I didn't play a huge role in implementing everything as far as getting us moving. But I'll tell you what, every day when I see people come in with their kids and their grandkids, and Chelsea will say the same thing, and they see that big poster, you should see their face. And when they see that playground, they can't wait. Every time they come in, when are we gonna have our new playground? So I thank Art and I thank everybody who had a hand in making this happen.
That's great.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you all for the nice introductions. And Chelsea, I don't know, or Art, who wants to kind of lead the kind of narrative behind the grant.
I think Art would be great at that.
Good job. You did very well.
Governor, as you know, we put in some large parks in Shawano over the last few years.
Yeah.
You've seen some of those parks, and we did that through the help of CDBG program also. That was one of the big things when I saw what Ron and some of the others were looking at here as far as putting in a playground, and how they wanted to make this a destination area, really, where parents from throughout the county or throughout the region can come here and spend half a day. The kids can play, the parents have nice places to hang out, they've got shade, they've got nice tables and nice scenery. So that was kind of the impetus that started the project, that we knew we could find funding if we concentrated on it really fully. And we were able to put together concept plans and get it so that we could present it to everybody. We even went to, Jerry and I did the homecoming games here last year to explain the project to everybody. We set up a little kiosk. It was fun. And the whole community is behind it. One of the things we were just talking about this morning here is, you know, Gillett is blessed with a lot of things. We have the Nicolay State Trail going through it. And this park, Zippel Park, provides the parking area for that actual entry place for the trail.
Yeah.
And what happens though is people come, you'd think that'd be a good tourism call.
Yeah.
What happens is people come here, they park
Park
their
their
car,
car.
they unload their ATV, and they leave town.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do something that would get people into this park, get them to hang around for a little while before that, after that, to be able to do things here. One of the other big things here with this park and with all of the park projects that I try to work with, especially through the CDBG program, we try to make sure that it's all inclusive and everybody in the community can use it. If you notice, and when we walk out there, we'll show you basically what's a grassy area park right now. But we'll take along the concept drawing and show you exactly how we're gonna put trails, actual 8-foot wide asphalt or concrete trails, probably asphalt, but put them throughout the whole park. So that anybody with any mobility issues, anybody with any challenges of any type can actually use the whole park. That's our goal. We want to make sure you can go from the start to the end. And actually, if you look at the paths we're putting in over a half mile of paths in this tiny park. But that gives the mobility to everybody. I attended a concert here a few weeks ago. We had evening concerts in the park. Came to that, and I saw some of the issues people had with wheelchairs, things like that, in the grass and other rolling devices. So that was kind of the impetus behind that. But the thing is, we really want to make something it's motivated to keep families here, to attract families here. Ron had mentioned it's a bedroom community, and it really is. There's some industry here, and we're thankful for that, and that does a great job supporting the community. But with the relationship where we are to Green Bay, to Shawano, to Marinette, it is somewhat of a bedroom community.
Right.
But any bedroom community needs something for the children to do.
Yeah.
And that's our aim for this project also.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different aspects about this, but we really appreciate the CDBG program stepping out into this area and helping us with parks. Typically, this is a funding source only for water, sewer, street projects. But we're able to create a good enough narrative. We were able to get good points on our application here. So we're really grateful for that, and we hope that we can continue that in the future, trying to get these funding sources for these projects.
Yeah, and actually, I think this is the first one.
Yeah.
We've been hearing about sewers and for the last 3 days across the state. And so we are really happy to hear something differently. And you know, you talk about bedroom community. I was superintendent of schools in Oakfield, right outside of Fond du Lac, for several years, and you're right. You have to keep people home, and you have to keep, have people come in. And we had I think we had one canning company in town. That was about it. And we worked really hard to do exactly this. And so this is great. Looking forward to the conclude. Yeah, what's the timeline? Just about a month?
This project, we'll probably be getting the going out for bid, I would say January, February, in that
Yeah.
time frame, and then we would like to start in the spring. We'll have to kind of work it some way, and we're gonna have to look at schedules for the county and things like that, because also, this park is used for the county fairgrounds also.
Oh.
Wow.
So there'll be some challenges in how we do that type of stuff. We're gonna have to trust on Ron and Matt and their crews to help us so that we can
Yeah.
get things done in time and not affect those other activities that go on. And then the trail is always open and being used, so there'll be some challenges, but the majority of the work, there's not a lot of asphalt work in the parking area going on, so it's mainly gonna be in the grassy areas that we're gonna be working.
Yeah.
So we would hope to have it done then by the end of next fall.
Great.
And have
Super.
everything open for use, and we'll invite you back up here for the ribbon cutting
Yeah, there we go.
and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Sounds
we
like fun.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And everything Sally and her staff does, DOA and Decker, to help these communities with this. It's really important to us.
Good. Glad we could help.
Awesome. Is that the rendering?
Yeah, there's actually different thoughts in rendering. The nice thing about these projects is when we do the playground portion of it, I can pretty much wait until almost the end, because everybody will kind of want their input on different things. Ron and we were discussing different, the zip line or not a zip line.
Ooh.
Chelsea, what was the other term that you heard?
They call it a track ride instead, so I guess we have to see which one's more popular with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be right up until before it gets ordered, there'll probably be changes in that. But there's different designs for that. They'll be picking the colors, they'll be picking the age groups, and we wanna make sure it's probably gonna be anywhere from that 5-year-old up to 12-year-old. That's gonna be the concentrated effort. And there's some things that communities already look for. They wanna make it tall enough so it's noticeable and looks impressive. It's one of the things we found in the Shawano project. Some of those, it's up almost 3 stories tall. The taller they are, the more the kids get excited, the more,
More climbing.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And to make it all inclusive, so as many children can play on it as possible. The other thing is the rubberized surface is a big
Of course.
plus. I always push for that, because a lot of places will use the wood chips, but to me, wood chips are not ADA compliant, because you can't push a wheelchair across
Right.
wood chips. Not very easy.
Right.
This type of surface, if a parent is in a wheelchair, they can go right to wherever the kids play.
Yeah.
They can wheel themselves right up to it. So that's a cool thing. We want to put in plenty of seating around it. And then we want to put in lighting along the paths and things like that at night, for nighttime use also. So we want to try to make it as usable for as many hours out of the day as we can.
And how does the county fair interfere or not interfere? I mean, that has to be during the summer sometime, right?
It was just last week, actually.
Last week.
Oh.
The third,
Yeah.
Fourth week.
fourth week in August every year.
Okay. Yeah. So that's
we-
towards the end.
Yeah, it really, there shouldn't be any interference at all. And, by putting this in, it's possible that we will be able to have some of those families that don't have the dollars to do the
Right.
rides and everything else, that they can still come to the fair
Right.
and enjoy some of the other amenities that are in the park while they're here.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
That's great.
Great project.
Yeah. Thank you. So, anyone else want to say anything about the project?
Yeah, I would like to. One of the big reasons behind this deal, besides, let's get everybody into the community, the equipment we have, some of it's as old as I am, and I'm in the early 70s. So you need to upgrade. You need to be proactive to the community, give the people a reason to want to live in Gillett.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to this great project and working with the organizations to get their support. And I also was at the National Night Out here in Gillett, had the presentations of boards and stuff out there. And you talk about that zip line or track line, whatever, every one of the kids that walked up spotted that zip line. We gotta have that. That's coming. You know, the excitement is so great amongst the youngsters to see that something like this is coming to Gillett. It's unbelievable. You know, and last year our Lions Club gave the proceed, all of the proceeds is going toward this from our golf outing. So things like that are happening in the community, that people are coming out and giving, and some of them are holding off to see how much we need or whatever, you know. And I have people from out of state that are intending to donate to this project because I've explained it to them, and they said, this is great for a small community, so.
That's great.
That's
Good
wonderful.
work.
Thank you for sharing that. Did someone else want to?
I just wanted to emphasize another nice thing about this playground, that when we were planning, in the planning stages, that we wanted to catch all the groups of children, the handicap, the sensory areas. So we've tried to, because we have within our community, we have a lot of, like that, with some families with some of those special children. So we try to design this park to include all those different areas,
That's great.
handicap rides, all that stuff. So
Nice.
with the rubber surface, that's gonna really make it a lot nicer for those families, that they can attend with that. So I think we did, in my eyes, we did a pretty good job in planning for all those different groups of children. So
Good.
you almost have to, that way, you know, everything is covered, so.
Great. Good work. That was-
Owe it to Art for helping us, you know, pick what is used a lot and what's not, and things
Mhm.
like that. So I think it's gonna be something fantastic for the city.
Yeah, that's great.
And we have to thank for the grant. Thank you, everybody, for all your input, all your help, grants, everything. Couldn't be
And
done
it's-
without it.
It's so much funner talking about the sewer and water.
Yeah, and having DNR issues, and yeah, oh, this is.
We always
this
have
is-
those.
Yeah. This is fun,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Well, good. Anyone else want to
I
say
think we
anything?
try to promote Gillett, and you always have. Again, I was born and raised here, and this is just another asset for us, even business-wise and a lot of other things.
Yeah.
That can be a draw, and it shows that we're progressive, that we're trying to move forward and do good things, and do the good things, a city that you might want to live in.
Yeah.
And that in turn can maybe bring business or help us in that end of things.
Mhm.
We're always looking in small towns to do that. I'm a businessman, and so anything we can do that is pro is such a good thing for us. So I'm immensely excited about this project.
Yeah, it's great.
Great. Well, next up, how about if we take a group photo? So Naomi, where would you like us?
Yeah, well, I think if we kind of want to look at some of these projects over here to get a little better visual more than just this, you can take a look at these, there's some food over here, and then we'll take a walk over to the park and actually see what this will look like.
Okay.
So,
That sounds great.
Great.
Good.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Good work. Good work, Gillett. It's good to be back.
Those little girls are so cute, they're what you're looking for. Thank you, Dave.
Come here.
You should see the little kids.
How long have you been here, Mayor?
I wish we could film them.
I